All right, today we're diving into one of the biggest, most mind-bending questions out there. What is the real difference between the way our minds work and the artificial intelligence we're building? Let's get right into it.
So let's just start with the big one, right? The question we've seen in a million movies. Can a machine actually think? And then the next logical question is, are they eventually going to be just as smart as we are?
Or is this whole thing, this AI revolution, just a really good magic trick? To figure that out, we've got to go back to square one.
See, before we can even talk about artificial intelligence, we need a benchmark. We have to understand our own. So what exactly is human intelligence, anyway?
Well, if you boil it all down, it's really our ability to process the world around us. We think about things, we learn new stuff, we understand concepts, and then we act on all that by making decisions and reacting.
But here's the thing. Human intelligence isn't just about cold, hard logic. Not even close. It's this amazing, kind of messy mix of our past experiences, our feelings, our ability to reason, and that little spark we call creativity.
Just think about it. You make a mistake, what happens? It's not like a computer is spitting out an error code. No. You feel something, right? Maybe a little frustration? That's emotion. You remember the last time you messed up? That's experience. And then you think, okay, I'm going to try something totally different this time. Boom. That's creativity. It's that whole package that lets us truly learn and grow.
Okay, so now that we've got a handle on what makes us tick, let's flip the script and look at the other side of the coin, the artificial kind.
So what is AI really? At its core, it's the science of building machines that can do things that, until pretty recently, only a human could do. It's all about teaching computers to mimic our abilities.
But how does it actually do that? Well, it's kind of like a four-step process. You feed an AI system a massive amount of data. From that ocean of information, it starts to identify patterns. Then, it uses those patterns to make some pretty educated guesses or predictions. And finally, based on all that, it gives you a response or takes an action.
And look, this isn't some futuristic sci-fi stuff. You are using AI literally every single day. When you Google something, AI. The videos YouTube suggests for you, that's AI. When you're chatting with ChatGPT or seeing a self-driving car, you guessed it, it's all powered by AI.
All right, so we know what human intelligence is, and we've got a basic idea of AI. But what's the real difference? You know, when you peel back the layers, how does a human mind actually stack up against machine logic? This is where it gets really interesting.
This chart really breaks it down. We have emotions, we have self-awareness. We know that we're here, thinking these thoughts. And AI? Nope, it has none of that. Our creativity can come out of nowhere, a totally random spark. And AI's creativity is more like a collage. It's just remixing and rearranging the data it's already seen. And maybe the biggest one of all, we have common sense, that gut feeling, that basic understanding of how the world works. And AI's knowledge is powerful, but it's trapped inside the box of the data it was trained.
So, that brings us all the way back to that first big question. Knowing all this, can an AI actually think?
And the answer, when you get right down to it, is no. It can't. An AI doesn't think. It calculates. It's running through incredibly complex logic, math, and probability to figure out the most likely answer. It's not deep thought. It's just really advanced math.
Okay, fine. So it can't think. But what about learning? We hear machine learning thrown around all the time. Can it do that?
Oh yeah, it can definitely learn. But, and this is a huge but, its learning is completely tied to the data you give it. Think about it. You can touch a hot stove once and learn never to do it again. That's a single powerful experience. And AI can't do that. Its entire reality is just the data set it was built on.
So, if you put it all together, what's missing from the AI equation? Well, it's the stuff that makes us human. No feelings, no consciousness or self-awareness, and no intentions of its own. It's just executing a program, no matter how complex that program is.
Okay, so if AI can't think, can't feel, and has no intentions, then why is everyone talking about it? Why is it such a massive deal? What makes it so incredibly powerful?
Well, for one, it is unbelievably fast. I mean, it can process things at a speed our human brains literally cannot comprehend.
And it's not just speed, it's a sheer scale. An AI can sift through mountains of data. We're talking billions of points of information in seconds, finding patterns a team of human researchers might miss over a lifetime.
And on top of all that, it never gets tired, ever.
It can just keep working, 24/7, without a coffee break, without losing focus. It's relentless.
And this all points to something really, really important. The goal of AI isn't to replace humans. It's to empower us. It's a tool that can handle the insane speed and scale of modern data, which frees us up to do the things only humans can do. Think creatively, strategize, and ultimately make the important decisions.
So where does this leave us? What's the future going to look like with this incredible new technology in our hands?
Look, there's no doubt that AI is going to change our world in ways we probably can't even imagine yet. But it's so important to remember that it's just a tool. A very powerful tool for sure, but at the end of the day, we're the ones holding it. The control is and always will be in our hands.
But that leaves us with one more big, juicy question, doesn't it? We keep saying AI learns through machine learning, but what does that actually mean? How does a pile of code and data really learn anything? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down next time. Thanks for joining me.